Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we are diving into the crazy world of meme coins, the wild west of cryptocurrencies. So whether you're thinking of investing in these fun and, quite frankly, always volatile coins, or you're just curious about how they work, we've got you covered. But before you jump into the actual buying and selling of meme coins, here's what you need to know to protect yourself. So before we get into charts and different tools, I'm going to show you a lot of different tools you can utilize to protect yourself as much as possible. But let's get into the basics first. What are meme coins? They're usually inspired by internet jokes and cultural phenomena. They all started with Dogecoin, which was created as a joke. It's now one of the most recognizable and most famous cryptocurrencies in the world. And if you're looking for new technological advancements or something cutting edge, you're in the wrong space, because cryptocurrency meme coins usually don't offer any utility whatsoever. They gain traction from online communities, influencers, and media hype. And so hype is the thing you need to be aware of when it comes to meme coins. This hype creates extreme volatility. Prices can soar overnight, and they can also dump just as quickly. I mean, the price of some cryptocurrencies can go up hundreds of percent in the space of hours, and they can also dump hundreds of percent in the space of hours. Okay, so while meme coins are fun and exciting, I love them. They're not for everybody. Some people absolutely hate them, but there's serious risks involved with meme coins. And so there's four things you need to be aware of. First off is the volatility. The volatility in meme coins is crazy. They can go from moon to zero in a matter of days, hours, even minutes. Obviously, they have a distinct lack of fundamentals, and that means they are largely driven by speculation. So be prepared for a wild ride. Most meme coins don't have a clear use case or long-term value proposition. They're often created just for fun, with no plans to build the technology or the businesses around them. So that's something you need to be aware of. And yes, you can see Doggo is on the charts here. I'm going to go through that in a couple of minutes, particularly when it comes to the volatility aspect of it, and something else called CTOs, which is community takeovers. But you also need to be aware that most of these are just rug pulls and scams. Now with the easy access and the easy ability to create meme coins, we're seeing thousands of created new meme coins every day. Literally thousands, 6, 7, 8, even 10,000. And so what that means, you got to be extra careful. Yeah, so one of the biggest dangers is rug pulls. This is where the developer of a coin suddenly takes all the liquidity, leaving investors with worthless tokens. So liquidity being locked is something you need to be aware of. Most of the teams are going to be anonymous. There's going to be very little transparency, if anything. And if you're looking for teams, you're not going to find them very often. You will find them on occasion, but very, very rare. And you also get a lot of pump and dump schemes. And some meme coins are very heavily promoted, which artificially inflates the price. And the people that got in early, or even the people that created the token, will suddenly dump. And it's game over. You're holding the bag, which is worthless. If you see a coin being aggressively hyped on social media, proceed with caution. So yeah, I'm going to go over some of the tools that I utilize to reduce the risk. You're never going to remove it because, you know, it is cryptocurrency after all, and anything can happen. But this is Doggo. Now, this is one I got in on just a couple of days ago, actually. This was a project that was created. The developer abandoned it, and the community took it over. So as you can see, it's a CTO. So that's what your CTO stands for, if you're ever looking for that. Often those do well because the community gets right behind the project. And, you know, this is a perfect example of this happening. Another one is Apu. This was obliterated. This was a rug pull, actually. The developer dumped all his coins, and I think removed all the liquidity, and it was game over. It went to zero essentially, and it has now got a current market cap of $90 million. It has been way higher than that. As you can see, it has come down an awful lot since it's from its peak. But yeah, they're a prime example, a great example of community coming together and breathing new life into the token. This happened on the 15th of March here, and as you can see, it's, still alive with a very decent market cap. And as I was saying, yes, Doggo is the one I got into earlier. Now, I've used Dex Screener or Dex Tools. It will give you some security, or they will identify some security issues. And you have other sites like Token Sniffer, which you want to be checking all these. I will put a link to all these in the bottom. This checks the contract. As you can see, he's got a score of 100 out of 100. There's no honeypot. A honeypot is when the developer or the creator, as they build the coin and the token, they input some code, which means you can buy it, but you can never sell it. And so honeypot essentially means you can buy the token, you can't sell it. The buy fee is less than 5%, and the sell fee is less than 5%. So actually 0% on these. A lot of times you'll see very high taxes. It's another scam. You'll see taxes 50, 60, 70%. Crazy stuff. So basically, the vast majority of your profit is going into a wallet that is controlled by the developer. The contract source has been verified. The ownership is renounced. Creator not authorized for special permissions. Creator wallet is less than 5%. It's 0.06. As I said, this is a community takeover. And all holders possess less than 5%. You don't want to see holders with 10, 15% because, they can destroy the price in one foul swoop. Liquidity obviously is locked. If the liquidity is locked, don't touch it. Simple as that. Yeah, so this passes with flying colors, and this is one of the reasons why I got into it. And as you can see, I got into it here. You got to be in Telegram groups. You got to be in Discord groups, communities that are geared towards meme coins. They will also give you some protection, but you will find little gems like this. And I found this through a Telegram group I'm in, and I got in around here, and I took profits on the way down here. Often you'll see this go up and come straight back down again. 99 times out of 100, that's what happens. So I took profits around here, and it was in the morning, so like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Went to bed, I woke up, and yeah, I was still around the same place, and it had a run here, and I thought, fuck, I've missed out. And it came all the way back down, and I decided, because I was in the community, the enthusiasm was through the roof. I thought, you know what, I'm getting back in. So I've been in it since, and you could play this quite well, actually. If you see the support and resistances here are pretty strong. So yeah, and this is a 30% swing. So if you just wanted to trade this, you could do it. But with meme coins, that can be a risky move because they can be so explosive. But on the other hand, they can jump also. So I always like to put a little bit of money in the pocket as quickly as possible, and then you can ride it. So, if this goes to 100 million now, I'll be doing pretty well. If it absolutely disappears and dumps, I won't be out of pocket. So yeah, that's Doggo. No, I'm not doing a review for these guys or anything. It's just a good example of how a meme coin with a strong community tends to play out. So yeah, tools. Token Sniffer, you got to have it on your list. Another one is honeypot detector. You got to be looking for honeypots. There's loads of these sites out there. Ape Space is pretty good too. And as you can see here, this analyzes the contracts for you straight away. This is a lemon. It's got buy and sell tax 3%. Yeah, it's not horrific, but the ownership isn't renounced. Yes, it has a whitelist. Whitelist means that only certain people can buy and sell. Yeah, it's dodgy. It's dodgy. I mean, at the end of the day, you're trying to. I mean, yes, there's good moves in this, very good moves. But at the end of the day, you're trying to protect yourself from getting scammed. And when you look at something like Fun Pump, man, it's just scam city. Yeah, so there's loads of tools. You got to be watching out for these things. Check. There is enough tools out there to at least minimize the risk as much as possible. Let me show you some of the big dogs on. Let me just pull this up here. This is TradingView. This is Shiba Inu, right? So as you can see, crazy pumps. This was, if you got in down here, you're looking at over 1,000% gains, and that played out in the space of what's say into September. Yeah, over the course of October 21, and that made a lot of millionaires, even some billionaires. This is Doge, and so here's a perfect example of a coin that is really influenced by hype. This was obviously the Elon Musk tweet here, and as you see, it took off. I was lucky enough to get in. I was holding some of this for a few weeks leading up to this, and yeah, once Elon gets involved, it is off to the fucking races. And we're gonna have a look at Pep. Pretty much similar thing here. You know, it chugged along doing fuck all for several months, and then it took off. And that can happen. That can happen with meme coins. Meme coins are insane. The profits are insane. I mean, if you got in there and you held it, let's have a look. Where would you be up to? Another over 1,000% gain. But yeah, I think most people would have got out back in here. Some people would have got bought in there, but yeah. So yeah, there is lots of elements to meme coins. I mean, it's the same with most cryptocurrencies, but you know, a couple of things to be aware of. Take your profits early. Don't be afraid to take profits. I always say profits is money in the pocket. So let's just go over a few things again. Right, do your research. Check the basic stuff, the website, the Telegram. A lot of them don't even have these. So look, they're clear red flags straight away. Check for community engagement. Meme coins often thrive on their communities. I mean, Doggo is a brilliant example of that. So is Apu, and there's several other ones out there. If there's a large community behind it, it'll give you a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more confidence. But, you know, at the same time, you still got to be very, very wary. Liquidity, absolutely key. If there's no liquidity, or if the liquidity isn't locked, forget about it. Just forget about it. Walk away. Yeah, some people bring in tokenomics into it, but yeah, they're important to a degree. But it's meme coins. You can get meme coins with trillions and trillions of tokens. And finally, utilize the tools at your disposal. There's lots of websites out there that can, you know, check these contracts and check these tokens, and they can give you like a lot of information, such as if it's a honeypot, if it's whitelisted, and etc., that we went through in the video. Look, I love meme coins. I think they're just a exciting and fun, although risky, part of cryptocurrencies. If you decide to go in, and I don't like to use the word invest in it because it feels to me it's more gambling than investing. But if you decide to go into that world, make sure you do your checks. Make sure you do your research. Join the communities of the project that you're looking at, and join other communities. There's lots of meme coin communities that, you know, discuss all these new launches. We have one ourselves. It's the Telegram. Put a link in the description. Head over there, join us. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know in the comments box below. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notification. And until the next time, I will see you again.